Of course, all the noises are being made now that I want to go live. Oh, so I'm just waiting for anybody to come in. I'm looking this way because I can see the messages and stuff this way, but my camera is this way. It just makes it all crazy. Ignore the hair. I'm in the middle of something. So these are knotted up for right now. However, I am sitting out in the garden and just want to get on here and chat about what everybody has. I'm trying to make sure that I'm showing up. I have trash cans behind me, by the way, my recycling and regular. They don't stink. You ain't gonna see no flies. It's a whole thing. But hi, my Renaissance grandma. So I'm just getting on here to chit chat, garden chat, just see what's happening in everybody's garden, how things are growing, what's growing, and all those things. Like I come out here and sit all the time and just kind of admire the garden. There is just so much happening. Every time I come out here, I notice something, of course, and I'm out here every day. I'm definitely that person who comes out and checks on their garden several times a day. By the way, the noises that are happening in the background, somebody just went down the street with a motorcycle. However, my neighbors across the street are getting a new roof, and I mean an entirely new roof. I came home this afternoon from part one of my hair and found that I thought it was something on my face, and found that the whole roof was gone on my neighbor's house, but they're having a new roof put in. So most roofing companies are really quick with that. They take down the old one and put up the new one in like that much time. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get on and let's see, and just see what's going on with everybody on this for Ohio. Beautiful Saturday. It's a little hot here, but it's not miserably hot. I mean, the sun is beaming down on me pretty good, and it is causing me to sweat, but it's still not miserably hot. I was trying to see if I could see what the temperature is, but I'm actually going to get up and go over here and show what's happening in the garden because there has been some changes since my mid-June update of the garden. I'm hoping I'm not missing any. Okay, hey Q. Um, and I'm hoping that it comes through okay because it's only 88 degrees, but it feels warmer than that, but it doesn't feel miserable. Um, but what was I about to say about the garden? So many things have changed. Happy Saturday, Miss Queen. Let's see. I hate this that how the chat comes up, but then it goes away. Hey, Urban Garden Chronicles. So let me get up. And because there have been some things that have changed since my last um, update. So if you watched my last video, I was talking about how my potatoes were doing. And I found out that I had grubs in that bed, which was so irritating. Hey, Q. Um, so that was very, very irritating. I'm gonna tell you, everything looks limp because it's the sun is making it feel hotter than it is, but everything is hydrated, so no worries there. Anyway, I had to dig up my potato bed. That's how I found that there were grubs in there. I didn't know that prior. I'm not that savvy in gardening enough to know that that was my problem. It literally just looked like they were dying back and ready to harvest, but they should not have been because it should have been at least another 30 days before I harvested potatoes. I did get quite a bit of potatoes out of the bed, but I would have probably had maybe almost twice as many if they could have gone more time. So this is what I have going on in this bed now. Uh-oh, I'm covering the camera. Sorry, guys. So I just set my watermelon um, bags in here. Two of them anyway. This is, which one? This one, oh, shoot. Y'all, I got to get used to filming on this dang on iPad. This one here is some kind of midget watermelon. It's like a petite midget watermelon. And then that is a sugar baby. And both of them have, I promise, but there are melons on both of them. And I think this plant right here has a melon on it. That one over there has two. So yeah, but that's all that's really changed. Of course, I still have these watermelon growing. I know, am I still buffering? Tell me if I'm still buffering or if it's coming through now. Hey, broke. So I'm gonna come back closer to the house. Um, but yeah, and y'all see I had the hammock cantaloupe. Am I coming through now or am I still buffering? Let me know. Because thank you. It's because I was getting further away from where my router is, so the Wi-Fi connection. But I have cantaloupe. I'm gonna try to get close to those because I have a lot of cantaloupe and I'm so excited about them. There is one. Look how big they got already from the last time I showed them. I made a little makeshift hammock for this one. And then you can kind of see there's one down there and one above it. Y'all, I got melons. So I am really excited about that. I'm gonna come back over here because I don't wanna keep buffering because that's annoying. Um, but yes, I have lots of cantaloupe and a couple baby watermelon coming up. So yeah, but how's everybody doing today? How's your Saturday going? Um, what's going on? I just wanted to pop up on here. I wasn't doing anything. And of course, like I said, I just come out here and kind of admire. I'm going to turn it around just so you can get a view of the garden. I just kind of, this is my view. And I, good Lord Jesus, y'all. I'm probably making y'all all kind of dizzy. Um, Me too, Miss Queen T. I love the fresh veggies. Right now, I don't have a whole lot already coming up. I have, you working on your beehives, girl? You're going to have to show us. Um, Shoot. But I don't have a lot coming up right now. I actually just dropped some more seeds for some Swiss chard, and I'm about to drop some more seeds for green beans. I have tomatoes on my plants. I have bell peppers and a few hot peppers coming, and I saw a flower on my lemon cuke plant, which is exciting. So, because I've never had them, and I'm excited to try them. And broke, you ain't. Did you? I need you to see. You needed to be in get last night's Lydia's Got Game, but there's something coming out for you if you still in here. Um, but yeah, and the corn, you know what? I'm gonna do a video soon about my corn because I have questions. I've never grown corn, of course, but I don't know when I'm supposed to notice stalks. And one of my corn, well, four of my corn plants are like almost 6 feet. It's probably about 5 feet tall. So, hey Lydia. So, yeah, I don't know when it's not doing anything on that front. And actually, some of the lower, I don't know what they're called. I'm gonna call them leaves. I don't think that's what they're called though. Are starting to turn brown. I don't know if I was giving it too much water, not enough water, because I'm growing it in a grow bag. Hey Zoe, but I I'm gonna need some help on that just to make sure it ain't something I need to be doing that I don't know about, because I'm growing to a lot of things that I've never grown before, and I be needing some help. Shoot, it's a lot happening over here. So, but what y'all up to? So I saw you got a video out, and I saw cantaloupe in the thumbnail. So I know you done harvested a bunch of cantaloupe. You missed me showing my cantaloupe. I mean, I'm coming. I'm coming. They're coming along. They need another month or so, but they'll be here. But they coming. Shoot. Um, Heavy feeders. What they eat, not sure. Okay. Now, this is the thing. I have most of them in ground. Those are not growing as fast as the other ones, but they're also not showing um, any leaves turning brown or anything. Um, Only the ones that's in the grow bag. So it's probably, you're probably right. I probably need to feed them. I have found out that as much as I thought that my home soil might not be that good, them stalks is growing very well in it. So I still don't have any interest of growing in ground. Hey, Takutori. But yeah. Let me see. I feel like I missed something. Um, or someone. I was like, what are we talking about? Oh, y'all just talking to each other. How's the champ? I don't know if Broke's still in here. I think he came and left. How dare he? Um, but yeah, so that's all I'm really doing today. I'm sitting here just looking at everything, knowing that I have to water everything when the sun goes down, and just thinking about like how everybody else's gardens are doing, because I know that people who are in warmer climates than I am, like Zoe in South Carolina, no, yeah, Zoe's in South Carolina, um, Broke in Georgia, like North Carolina, or are you, no, so are you North Carolina or South? I think you're North Carolina, now that I said it out loud. Anyway, warmer than it's been here for a longer period of time. Um, y'all already got huge melons and lots of tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff like that. And I'm just now starting to get those things. I think I just saw two cucumbers coming on one of my plants. Um, I'm getting starting to get tomatoes on most of my plants. The only thing that I've consistently have been harvesting for a while now is strawberries. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's the only thing that I've been consistently harvesting. Hold on. Is that so? North Carolina. As soon as I said it out loud, I was like, wait a minute, South Carolina don't sound right. Um, but yes. And okay. Um, but yes, so let me see. And also, anybody on here growing stevia? I am growing stevia. I know I'm pretty sure I need to harvest it, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I wanted to grow it. Thank you, Jihad. And I wanted to grow it, and I know you can dehydrate it, and I think grind it into a powder. But has anybody grown it, or is anyone growing it? And can you give me some tips on what I need to do? I'm gonna show you what they look like, because I got some leaves that kind of browned up. I don't know if they got burnt by the sun, or I just took too long to harvest them. I don't know. So let's see. So this is my two stevia plants, and this one over here looks like it might have more than one plant in there, but I don't know. But you see brown leaves on that one. So I don't know if it's because I haven't harvested any of it and I need to, or if the sun is burning it and I might need to move where it's at. But it says it's full sun. It's a full sun plant, so that's why I have it where it can get full sun. I don't know. But I think I can harvest probably all of what's on there about, but I don't know how to harvest it. So I don't want to destroy the plant. Hey, Cassandra. So I don't want to destroy the plant. Um, so yeah, anybody got tips on that? That would be helpful. Harvest and freeze it. My Renaissance grandma, you're dehydrating to make homemade tea bags. Do you the plants? They do look healthy. I agree with that. But the question is, um, because I could freeze some, but I definitely don't want to freeze all of it because I was hoping I can make it into like a powder like I use now. Like right now I use Truvia. I don't like to use regular sugar for me. I do use it for stuff that I cook for my home. Hey, Unicorn Lady Tech. But I don't use it for me per se. I like Truvia. Regular sugar just is too sweet to me for some reason. So I was hoping I can dry it and use it like a sugar substitute. Well, it would be, but like I do my sugar substitute. If anybody knows, like if that's a thing, since you're dehydrating my Renaissance grandma, could I do that and just keep it in like a mason, not mason, but hey, Andale, um, a ball jar or a mason jar and just spoon it out whenever I need it? What does it turn into, like crystals after you dry it out if you blend it, process it down? Yes. See, that's what I was thinking and hoping for. Cuz that's what I want to do with that. Now all I need is how to harvest it. Do you have any content on how to harvest it? Cuz I don't want to cut at this plant. I'm hoping that I can cut and more will grow like herbs. So I want to make sure I harvest from it properly so that I can get um, more stevia. But yeah, but guys, we don't have to sit here and talk about my garden all day. What's going on with you guys? What's happening on this Saturday for you guys? I think I'm about to open up my umbrella because I'm hot. Um, what's everybody up to? What's going on? I don't know. That's a good question. Do we harvest the branches too, or just the leaves? That's what I'm saying. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just knew I wanted it, and I wanted to have some. So I bought a couple plants. I actually bought these um, from the local nursery in my city, but I actually have seeds now. So next year I can grow some from seed. So, y'all, something just, I felt something like it touched me like a bug. I don't do the bugs, but I really feel like something just touched me, and I have spiders all over the place at times. Hey, Sandra, and the spiders don't bother me in the garden because I know they're eating everything else. So sorry, guys. I'm trying to wind my little um, umbrella up because I was hot. But y'all see the sweat. Trying to sit my tablet up. Anyway, so I don't know if it isn't though, Zoe. It's 88 degrees here. It's just the sun is really high. So it's not, the temp wise, it's not. Lady Sure, okay. I will do that. Yes. So that helped. It's just the sun that's making it seem so hot out here. It actually is not that hot. It's actually a nice day out, but that sun is beating. Now that with the sun beating down, it probably feels like 100. Don't say that when I looked up the weather, but it probably does. So yeah, but how's everybody? I know most of us that are in here have a garden. How's your garden doing right now? Because I know like Zoe gets some 3-digit temps there. Um, And where are you? Mandel, you in North Carolina? But I know a lot of you guys are where I have never been able to get. I didn't germinate it. I bought the plants. I cheated. I went to the nursery. I saw it there when I bought some herbs earlier. Well, actually, not some. I bought mint, peppermint earlier, really before my season started, before my last frost. And I saw them then, but I didn't get it. And then I saw somebody else growing it, North Carolina. I saw somebody else growing it, and I was like, I want to try. I want to definitely grow some stevia because I would use that. So in that mint, nobody told me how mint is. Oh my gosh, growing fresh mint. I was like, that's. I will always have mint in my garden. Now, mind you, it spreads like wildfire, but it is in a pot. But I had it in a pot with lavender at first, and it took over. I had to pull the lavender out. That mint was going, and I've harvested the mint. I've harvested some and dried it and put it in the freezer so that I can pull it out whenever I want to. But it's definitely going to be a staple in my garden. I love it. I mean, if you like doing like fresh, refreshing water at like with the mint and strawberries and stuff like that, grow you some mint. You would not go wrong with it. Even every time I'm in the garden, if I just bump it, that's all I smell, and I love it, every bit of it. But yes, hey Stacy. But yes, so that's gonna definitely be a staple in my garden. I am not. I'm still getting those dang on hornworms, even though I got onions and stuff everywhere. That's supposed. Most people say helping them with the hornworms. I have marigolds around my plants. I have the onions, and I'm still getting them. So next year, I think I'm gonna put some sunflowers in my Yes. um, the mint is a bully. It's a bully. I wish I would have known that going in, but I didn't. But I know now. So yeah, and I wish my thing didn't buffer the closer I get to my garden. But I'm getting onions. I'm having onion bulbs. I can see them already in my garden. I would have never thought. I thought when I had planted them, and I said they probably ain't gonna grow no onions. I'm probably just gonna end up with the stems. I have onions. I can't wait till it's time to harvest those, and I get to show that out off in the video because those are the type of things that are exciting to me because I've never grown it before. If these cantaloupes, you know, actually get big and ripen, y'all, I'm gonna show out. I'm absolutely gonna show out. I mean, y'all know I really don't show out. Like if y'all ever see me over on Lydia's Got Game, y'all know I'm a very humble individual. I really don't like to showboat about what's happening when I'm excited about something. But I might on that occasion because I'm going to be very excited. I'm going to be very excited about these melons. So I might get a little out of character of how I normally can be. Because y'all know, I'm just saying, that's not my, that's not how I usually am. But yes, so, and I did harvest, I think I showed a picture of that in my community page, some zucchinis, and they were really good. This was my first time growing that as well. Yes, very humble. No, and you ain't supposed to put the sunglasses first. I will find me a crown too. Yes, that's gonna happen. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to get on. Like I said, I wasn't doing anything. I actually been away from my house almost all day because getting things done to my hair, and it's not completely done, which is why it's up like this. So just act like you don't see it. Um, it'll be finished tomorrow. It's a long process hairstyle. I'm getting locks fairly similar to how Lydia's hair is. They may be a little bigger because she has a smaller lock method than I'm getting, but pretty much that's it. And we're talking about, hey TT, hey Tia. We're talking about, and I'm gonna be on there tonight for your canning video live. I'm looking forward to that. Um, but it's um it's probably gonna be about 14, 15 hours of my life I won't be able to get back, but I'm gonna be happy for it in the end. That's what's gonna happen. I know, Zoe. We gotta get you hooked up. We gotta find out who's in NC holding down the locks for y'all, so we can get you some locks. We gotta get them. If y'all following Zoe, I hope y'all are, cause his garden is so nice. He grows everything out of containers, but it's so dang on organized. It is so. People always compliment my garden on being so organized and everything, and I be seeing some of y'all gardens like Zoe's. I had seen. Is it Out of the Box? Is that the one who has the really organized garden? I'm like, y'all, listen. I might have a little bit of OCD in me, but the way y'all gardens be organized, that might be a little bit of OCD. But I love it. I'm like, you don't have to wonder what you're looking at. Your rows are, I mean, I bet you go through a measure and make sure everything is. I know you do, so. But it do. It looks so neat. And he's over there growing everything. He got big watermelons already over there. Everybody on here got really nice gardens. Every time I see them, Stacy and um, who else is on here? All of y'all. Everybody got stuff. Every time I be looking at y'all gardens, I'm like, how come I don't have? You said yours is a tangled mess. I just watched your daughter harvest her groceries out of your garden, Stacy. I just watched it. She came over with her basket. Now, you probably had it already, but she had her basket, and she was. I was feeling every bit of that. I would be that child. If listen, I'm all for that. I loved it. I was like, you better get your groceries, girl. That is so good. And that she came home to get them, she probably be like looking at people in the grocery store like, my dad makes that. I go to my dad's house to get that stuff. Y'all can buy that. But yeah, and my daughter do me the same way. She usually wants me to make certain items with my garden stuff, like salsas and sauces, and then she wants to come over and get them. Me neither, Andale. That's what I'm waiting on. I don't have either of my cucumbers. I'm growing the lemon and then some pickling. And I saw two baby, I mean, wee baby, and they did get pollinated, um, pickling ones. And I just saw a flower on my lemon cucumber plant today, just a flower. Um, so I'm looking forward to getting those because I'm like, I don't know why my cucumbers are taking so long. I just don't. You need to get some. Was she hooking you up, so? Lydia, you need to go. You need to go watch Zoe's content, and you would have known that there's no way he's getting lots. Not right now. He has to wait. um, I have had a lot of flowers. Um, Urban. You know what? I need to. You need to tell me what your real name is. I hate every time I'm having to say your whole channel name, Urban Gardening. Unless you don't want to share your real name, that's fine too. But I'm like, I don't know sis name, and I be watching you all the time. Um, they do got the men. They got the lace fronts for the men. They do. I've seen them. They look like lace fronts. My daughter was just watching a movie and she was like, "The braids look like they a wig." I said, "That's because they are. It's called a lace front." But yes. They need to go follow you. I really do enjoy everybody's channel that's on here. Everybody's. Y'all know I be in y'all comments. Hey Brampton, I be in y'all comments, watching y'all content. I'll be here for it, and it don't have to all be about gardening. You got chickens over there and all kind of stuff. So yeah, it's struggling. My red says grandma from the low 50s. That's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about. Just call you Urban. Got you, Diana. That's pretty. But being careful. I got you. I'll call you Urban. I got you, sis. I got you. And I get that's why I thought about it after I said I don't asked you what your name was. I was like, you might not want everybody to know what your name is. I got you. But yes. Um yes. Okay. Y'all just speaking to each other. I was like, what is this thing goes so fast. You don't even get to read. Uh If you show up in one of your videos though with a lace front, please do it. Please do it. I beg of you. I want you to do it. I want you to get you a lace front. I don't want you to get the locks though. I want you to get the braids. You remember the Tyler Perry movie with what is his name? Shamar Moore, where he had the braids. He was a truck driver or something. I want that. I want you to show up to your watermelon harvest. I want you to show up on watermelon harvest day with the braids. I'm telling you, I would be cracking up. I want you to show up with the braids. I didn't want you to give no explanation. I just want you to harvest the watermelon. I want you to do your video just like you always do. And I want you to harvest your watermelon and then in your video. Don't give no explanation. Because they're going to ask you in the comments. I didn't do cherry tomatoes. I didn't do them. I probably could have had some to harvest. I have a lot of tomatoes out there. They're just not blushing yet. So I don't have any to harvest yet, but I have a lot of them. And I didn't realize last year it felt like the cucumbers were my first thing to get last year. They just, I don't know if it's because I got them planted next to zucchini, that the zucchini is sucking up everything. I don't know, but they just, and it's not like they're, to me there's room between the two, but they're coming slow, but I'm just going to be patient. I'm just worried that because next week I will be out of town for 5 days, and I'm worried that my husband, I already told him, I've threatened his life, that if I come home and anything in my garden does not look like it did when I left, we're going to have a problem. So I need him to be like I am. He needs to check on her twice a day. Because if she is not checked on twice a day, she might go left. She might, because she might feel neglected. I come out here, I talk to the plants. I walk by every last one of them. I don't just look. I go by every one of them. I touch a lot of them. They need the attention because I want them to know that I really want them to grow so I can eat them. But I don't tell them I'm going to eat them because I don't want them to be afraid to grow because I am going to eat them. But I know they taken care of. If you watching it, Brampton, can you come watch my garden when I'm gone? Did you say, Lydia? I missed that. Oh, you talking about your but what you trying to shade? I must have missed what you said. Listen, Zoe, I'm not playing. He know I'm not playing. I bet you if something go left, he gonna send me I'm gonna get some kind of like sad, I just saw what you said, Stacy. I'm gonna get some kind of sad text and I'm gonna know someone left and I'm not gonna be happy. I am not. Why are you over there treating your dang on treating Your plants like Ike. Is that why they growing so well? Is that what I'm doing wrong? I'm being too nice. I need to tell have them get it together. Listen, I ain't like to. I need to get out there and tell them no. You ain't singing that song right. But yeah, I know it's gonna come, but I'm just afraid everything's gonna happen when I'm gone, and I'm only gonna be gone 5 days. But you know, it happens so fast that in 5 days I could have everything. I could have like everything coming. I told you I got baby cucumbers. They come so fast. But I'm also worried about him watering. So I've been showing him how I water my garden because my husband don't get out here and do the gardening thing. I do everything in the garden. He'll help me put the stuff together, like move stuff around. But he don't get out here and like be pulling up weeds and all that stuff. He might come and just look at the garden, but he don't really come in the garden because he knows that's my space. So, um, listen, they probably do Brampton. So I've been showing him like how much water I give them, how often I water them, because in Ohio we're getting some hot days, but honestly we still are not that hot. Like I'm probably like my Renaissance grandma said, like some we have hit the 50s at night. I think Gardening Chronicles has been having the same issue in Canada where they're having some really cool nights, um, and it's making the plants take longer. Um, listen, I'm feeling you, Lydia. It's making the plants take longer to bear fruit to me. However, I don't know if you saw on my community page where I shared that I am getting at least a couple of Scotch bonnet peppers. I was really worried about that because I've had that pepper plant the longest. It's been bigger than all my other pepper plants for a long time, but it was not bearing fruit. So I was really concerned that I wasn't going to get any peppers off of that plant. And now I do. Oh, I missed it. Hold on. Wait a minute. I did. I saw what he said he was Ike Turner. Is that what you're talking about, Lydia? I saw that. But unless he did he say something else, did he? No. Um, but yeah. So now I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, the Scotch bonnets. I do have Scotch bonnets. At least two. So yes, I saw that. I saw that. But I do have bell peppers, lots of those, which is the one thing I want the most of. I would just pick a bell pepper, rinse it off, and I'm eating it. Those things are so freaking good. If you like bell peppers, they are just so good, and the store don't sell nothing like it. So I have seven bell pepper plants because I want all the bell peppers. Because I will cut them up, I'll slice them, I'll dice them, I'll freeze them that way, and then I'll eat some of them fresh. So I'll put them in my sauce too because I'm planning on canning spaghetti sauce. So I'm planning on having um, peppers. I'm hoping by having seven plants, I'll have enough bell peppers to last me the whole year into not just until gardening season, but until I get more peppers next season. So I don't want to run out before I start harvesting more peppers if I can. That's my hope is that I'll have enough peppers to get me that far because when I ran out of peppers last year, I was sad. But I only had two plants. So yeah. Ah, yes, it is. And he needs to stop being Ike to them plants. Them plants gonna push back. You remember what happened at the end of that movie, Stacy? I he got what he deserved. You don't want them to come for you. But yeah, and I want to get some fruit plants, but it's like I'm leery at the same time. I do have Juicy, which is the little citrus plant, the orange plant, and then I have my cherry tree. Um, but I think I want some peach trees. I keep seeing you guys with peach trees. Did y'all see Zoe's peaches? I'm sick of Zoe. He got everything going on over there. He harvested all kind of good stuff. He harvested peaches, and they was all juicy, and that made me want to have a peach tree because I like peaches. I love apples. So I'd be thinking about having apple trees, but I don't want anything that can't be grown in a big pot, like how I'm growing this cherry tree. I don't want, um, I don't want to have. I'm sorry, y'all. These people's vehicles are loud. Um, I don't want to put them in the ground. No peaches in 3 years. Are yours in ground, unicorn lady? Let me know if yours are in ground. I think his are, but I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to move them because I don't have a lot of yard. Like it looks like my yard is big. It is not. It's not big, but which was a selling point for me when I got this house. But I would not have to get two if I get a peach tree. That's what I want to do, unicorn lady. I'll even go higher than 17 gallons if I have to, but I don't want to do it in ground. I want to do it in a pot because I don't know how big this pot is. I have this cherry tree in. I think it's more than 17, might be 25. But I just don't want to put it in ground if I don't have to. So that is the hope. How you gonna take out the trash now, my husband? Um, so you're about to be on my live because I'm on live when you walk by. He's taking out the trash.
You mad about trash being taken out?
I ain't mad about trash being taken out. Am I the way? Um. So, yeah. Um, oh, so they have some that you don't have to get two trees with. Let me know what varieties those are. What's in there?
Chick-fil-A stuff.
Oh, from Bubby. That was from Bubby. Um, but let me know what varieties, because I would, and if they're good I want to get some because it doesn't have to have a cross pollinator if it's not gonna be a good peach. And the same with apples. Like I would want to get that cherry tree I got doesn't need another cherry tree. That's the reason I got it. You better stop. He being funny. I'm about to. You want me to show out on camera so you can use it as proof, but it ain't gonna work. I'll deal with you later. But anyway, yes, I would like to do that though in a pot, a big pot, instead of a Don't laugh at him. He about to be in trouble. I'm gonna deal with him in a minute. Um, hold it. I get one before the school. See, you know what? That might be an issue too. That's another reason why I really would prefer not to put it in the ground. I have no trees in my yard. Zero. All the trees you see are on the opposite side of my fence, all the way around. But the squirrels still run across my fence and jump into the yard. So they would run across my fence and jump into the tree and probably eat my fruit, and then I would be not happy. That's what my cherry tree is doing, unicorn lady. It's leafing out, but it's not making any fruit. But this is my first year, so I'm not worried about it that much. Get you, man. Zoe be catching them squirrels, and he done caught birds. He over there catching the stuff, catching and releasing. It's another channel. Dang it, I don't remember their channel, but they on a homestead. They got a lot of land, and it's I can't think of the channel, and they don't release. I think they release squirrels, but they get some other things, and they don't release. Yeah. So I ain't mad at that because I'm not all about the catch and release on everything. Like those squirrels made me so aggravated. Um, when my garden first started. I don't know if y'all remember, I had tried to do like the electric fence. They didn't care about the electric fence, so I ended up taking it down. And then I tried something else. I forget what the other thing was I tried. So what I do now is listen. That's what urban. That's what African Dreamer be saying. Y'all better. Now what I do is in the front of my house I have a bird feeder and a bird bath, and I'm trying to distract them so that's right, Zoe. Times ain't that hard yet. I try to distract them in the front, even though it's a bird feeder. I know they get in it. Them birds be tearing it up though. They go through that food. Actually, I filled it up yesterday. I usually fill it up when my grandson come and visit me. I let him fill it up, and he usually is over here a couple days a week. And we usually will do half one time and then half one the next time he comes. So every 2 to 3 days. But these birds, I think they call every friend in the city and say, "Hey, this lady got food over here," and they come. And by the time I fill it up in them, if they start in the morning, it's gone by that next day. And I'd be like, "Y'all not getting no more for a couple of days, so don't look over here." But they tend to pick through it. I get it at is it Tractor Supply? Royal King, which is like a Tractor Supply type place. And they sell it by the pounds, and it's really, really cheap. But they don't like the corn. They pick it out. They come back and get it later, but that's not their favorite part. They like the sunflower seeds and the peanuts and whatever other stuff is in there. They eat all that right away. But every time I look at my mulch, because I have black mulch in the front of my house, there's corn kernels all throughout it, and then they come and get it. Did you go watch that video, Broke, that Lydia put up, if she put it up yet? But yes, and we were talking about you and your garden, and you missed all of it. Hey, Urban Girl Gardening. Shoot, we was talking about how good. First of all, I was talking on outside of this live about your garden, about how good it looks, and how everything is doing over there in your garden. But you have to make sure you we're gonna put something out for you today. You wasn't here for me to tell you that earlier, Broke. We gotta put something out for you. It does look good. His garden does look good. Did I miss somebody? No. Okay. Well, what y'all doing today? Are y'all out working in your Broke? You got stevia? Well, you know what? You know what though? Broke, quick tell me that he learned it, so he might not have the answer to it, but I need to know how to harvest stevia. So that, oh, you have stevia seeds, you don't have plants yet? I'm trying to figure, I want to make sure I harvest it correctly so I don't mess it up. How do I do that, Q? What I'm doing wrong? Because I keep having to tap it to see. Yes, I have it on. Yes, I am on live chat, but it keep going away. It says all messages are visible, but they keep going away until I tap the screen, and then I can see it. It's so stupid. I should have did this through StreamYard, and I wasn't thinking when I went live. But that's what I should have did, because that would have been much better. I'll remember that next time. Broke, you wasn't there last night, so you know there's a new champ in these gaming streets. I'm just saying, you have to come reclaim if you think you did enough. You just pull the leaves and dry it. Okay. And I think that's what my Renaissance grandma says. She just does that and dehydrates it. Because that's what I want to do. I want to dehydrate it and then just grind it down and then be able to put it into things as a sweetener. So that's what I'm going to do. And Q, I want you to come up next time. Don't be leaving us there playing lonely. If you would have came up, I know somebody else would I know they would to be the man. You have to be the Lydia. Hey, Belt Luke. Did you hear that? Did you see what he said? Sounds like a challenge. It sounds like a challenge. Now, what's the thing is, I don't know for sure. I told Lydia this. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna be able to show up this Friday because I'll be on a business trip, and where I'm gonna be at, I'm gonna be 3 hours behind you guys. So at 10 it'll be 7 there, and I might be with my coworkers that are gonna be there having dinner or something. So if not, I will be in attendance. But if I'm not in attendance, you'll know that's why. But yes. Ooh, I got these boots on and my foot is falling asleep in them. I got these gardening boots on. I need to let my foot breathe because it does not like it. It's not hurting. It's just falling asleep. I can feel the tingles. Whew. Anyway, too much hair. Sorry, guys. Anyway. But yes, that is a challenge. But for sure, I'll be back in attendance the following Friday. So, what's this Friday? 6, 7, 8, the 8th. I'll be back on the 15th. So, be there or be square. Or maybe you won't show up. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you challenging me, but you're not going to show up because then you could feel like you've kept your crown and not have to actually keep an eye on that, Lydia. Keep an eye on that. It says you can do all things through Christ except play with me. These hands. 4:13. That's what you can do in this world. All things you can do through Christ, but play with me. I know y'all can relate to that. I know y'all can relate. Sign these hands. And I used to wear this to work because they used to be the ones who used to try me. So I used to wear it to work sometimes, like on a Friday where we have our little dress down in the office. I would wear this. And they'd be like, they just think it was so cute. And it was like, it's meant for you. I've had this for years, which is why it's so faded. I've actually had it for a long time. I got it from, and I know he don't have them no more because I don't even know if he still sells merch. It's a comedian online, Capital Stage. I follow him on Instagram. And he used to sell merch. That's where I got it from. But I'm sure you could find it through other people because I know he doesn't own the rights to this slogan. I'm sure you can Google it and find it. Somebody else is selling it. But yes. And this is a men's shirt. I would have loved to get it more in a woman's cut. But it's all good. It's all good. But what you guys up to? I'm not going to stay on here too much longer because I'm not talking about nothing. Just like I said, now the sun that went down, so it actually is feeling nicer out here. I just was sitting out here in the garden, staring at it like I do at all times mostly. Who's Kelvin? Who did I miss? Oh, you done called the man. You done called the man Kelvin. It's Kevin. It's 95 there. Dang. Bro, I'm hoping that I get sweet potatoes. I've been doing what you said you did last year. I went back and watched your last year. Actually, I don't think you said it in that video. You said it, I think it was a live you did. And you said that you did a 333 fertilizer. And that's it? Confirm, please. I'm pretty sure I remember you saying that. You fertilized them with 333, a 333 or a 444. One of them. And okay, I thought so. And that's all I'm doing because I want sweet potatoes. I'm getting a lot of leaves, so I think that's a good sign. But I had a lot of bugs eating on some of my leaves, which I don't care about, as long as they don't eat my potatoes. Um, 333. I went and got it, so I knew it was one of something like that. Um, I can't find them Dollar Tree go berries. That's what he grow in. I don't know how you get them every year, cause I want some and I can't find them. And I want them peppers broke. Why you ain't sending me no message? Is your email in your bio? I need to go look. I told you I don't mind paying for them. I want them peach peppers. I'm not gonna grow them this year, so I don't need them like right now. I'm gonna grow them next year because peppers take too long for me to try to start them now. I use it's called acidifier for my blueberries. That's it. I don't even know if that's really a fertilizer. I don't know. I can show you what I use. But I have fertilizer for fruit trees as well. I just be putting 511 in there. I don't know if that's right either. I got one blueberry. And if this thing wouldn't, I'm actually gonna go get it. Because I was gonna say, if this thing wouldn't buffer, I would take y'all over there to see. I literally have one blueberry. It was already turning. It started turning a couple days ago. Yesterday, it was almost completely blue. It just had, still had a little area on the side that it wasn't completely blue on. I was like, I'll just leave it on there for another day. I did just see a baby bird flying around my garden, so let me make sure it's there. But if it is, I'll try it. If it's not, if it's blue, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. I don't even know if it's still there. Oh, they got me. Need my slides. Is it? All right. All right, guys. It was still there. This is what I use in my blueberry. So this is the only thing I use. So let's see. I don't know if it actually. I think it just helps with the acidity in the blueberries. I don't know if it's actually fertilizing it. But I do add 511 every now and again. But here's my little one blueberry. Where's the camera? Over here. See how it's still a little green on this side? That's why I didn't pull it yesterday. But the rest of it is blue. That's all you use for, that's all I use in mine. In 511. And I don't even do that often. So I am going to try this. It probably might not be quite ready because it's still got that little, it's been that way for a couple of days. I don't know if it's because the sun isn't hitting it or what. Uh-oh. I know. So is that why this is so? This is a very little plant. These are those little cheap ones you can get at Walmart and pretty much everywhere. The big box store sells them too, and it comes in a box, and it's a just one root ball, one little root ball. This is from that. I also have a couple of blueberry bushes, but I rescued those. So they um they are not growing yet, but they are getting much bushier and healthier. So maybe I still have time to get some this year, but I'm gonna try it. It's not bad. It was tart though. It wasn't as yeah, it wasn't quite right. I mean ripe, not right. It wasn't quite ripe. It was pretty tart, but it didn't taste bad. That's my only blueberry. Period. I have no other blueberries, but I've been harvesting strawberries like crazy. They have been good. Everybody's tried them. My husband, the kids, they all thought they were good. I thought they turned out really sweet. I didn't know how they were going to turn out. They way better than anything you can get at the store. Stores are hit and miss. I've had some good strawberries in the store, but most times they're not sweet. So yeah, but I really wanted blueberries, which is why I have 6 blueberry plants, and I have one. That's all it gave me. Coffee grounds for what? What I miss? Oh, coffee grounds are for the nitrogen. Are they nitrogen feeders? Y'all gotta tell me because I don't know. Check my lows already. Mark them down. Work with them. What they marking down, though? What they marking down? Oh, the blueberries. Mine been gone. I guess my people blueberries because they been gone. They did mark them down to like I paid $4.99 for a couple of those bulbs. I think they started out at like $9.99 or something like that. But nice. You gave your what that unicorn lady your blueberry plants? Oh, pickle juice and ACV. Really? I got both of them. Oh, you did that for the acidity instead of something like this. I got you. Now, those they beat my butt this year. I got that. I went out and got that 333 bow with bow broke was using bow as my brother-in-law. And blood meal and earthworm castings and fruit tree fertilizer, you name it, it's in that shit. Because I was starting those beds new, and I just wanted to make sure my stuff didn't die. So I kind of amended it with a little bit of everything. I tried not to overdo it, but I tried to put something in them so that they would be okay. And I do go back and fertilize the tomatoes. And I probably could use coffee grounds for that. That'd probably be better than trying anything else. Um, I just never tried that. Do y'all do coffee grounds for your tomatoes too? Because I know they're heavy. I did do eggshells. I've been keeping my eggshells, drying them out, and crushing them and sprinkling them. I sprinkled them with my watermelon and with my tomatoes. I didn't know. See, I don't know what peppers need. Who knows what peppers need, or do they need anything? Last year, I don't think I fertilized my peppers at all. I got a lot of bell peppers yesterday, even though I had only 2 plants instead of. That makes sense. See, that was smart. You know what upsets me is it's sad and Dale. Heavy compost, black cow. I feel you. I feel you, bro. I'm not buying. I said the same thing because what upsets me is that most times, if I just take the time to look, even after somebody mentions something, everybody has another way of getting it done that doesn't cost money. Just like Unicorn Lady says she does ACV and pickle juice. Everybody has a way. I went and ordered these dang on. Um, I saw them on Beauty in the Garden YouTube for her cantaloupe. I need. Oh no, I don't need the seeds. I need the cantaloupe. I was gonna say I need the cantaloupe. Um, and she was tying, hammocking them up, and she used these tomato, I forget what they call it, tomato somethings that kind of you tie onto the trellis to hold them when they to support them as they get bigger. I don't went on not YouTube, Amazon, and ordered these dang on things, and then some said, see on YouTube if they got it, because it was gonna take a couple days to get to me, and see if anybody has any other methods. Now, why I didn't do that first before I spent money, I don't know. That didn't make sense to me because they absolutely had some ideas. I'm gonna give y'all what I found out in case you trellis up your melons, and you're probably not trellising your melons broke and so since y'all growing these big 20 to 30 pound melons. I'm doing varieties. I think the biggest one I have is probably going to be 10 to 12 pounds. I didn't want any real big ones because I was afraid I wouldn't have the room for them to really grow like they needed to. Anywho, the sponge thingies, the loose sponge thingies you buy at the Dollar Tree, the little netting sponge thingy to wash with. Just cut the string off of that that's bundling it up, and it's just one big long piece of netting that's open in the middle. Tie it at the end, cut you a piece off, and use that. That's what I have on my plant right now. You ain't gotta spend money for this stuff. So like Broke said, he's done with amendments. You ain't got to. You can. There's a way to get it done without spending money. One. I'm trying to read what you say. I just posted. I think I did a good job for the first time. Okay, I'm gonna check it out, Q. I know you did good. You put them things. This is the ones you put together. Because you put them things together a while ago. You did that on a live, I remember. You're about to have them bees. Y'all gonna be watching Growing with Hudson for all the beekeeping. I need some bees. That's why next year I think I'm gonna put some sunflowers in my yard because I put all them dang on marigolds and they come. I don't get me wrong, I get bees, but I feel like I should be having way more bees than I'm seeing. I see more bees in my front yard nibbling on the weeds. Those little white flowers that come up in your grass, they be all in my front yard. I'm like, why y'all up here? The food's in the y'all need to be in the backyard. I only see like a couple back here, so I'm trying to figure out. I think that's what I need more of. I have nasturtiums in my garden. They're blooming. So that was more in there. I don't know if I have any ace spinach in my I should have my first aid stuff, but I don't know for sure. What do you use to trellis, unicorn lady? But that I thought about, you said ace spinach. I also thought about like pantyhose, like old pantyhose. I wouldn't have had them honestly to be old, but I could have went to the Dollar Tree and bought some for $1. Because I have not and will not be wearing pantyhose again in my life, but I have not worn them in probably, I haven't worn them since my kid. Well, no, that's a lie. I have worn them since my daughter was born, but probably in the last 10 years. Buying a cheap BK. You should. You got the room. You got the room to do a lot, bro. Have I heard you say that is that your forever home? Or are you looking at going bigger? Like property wise? I thought about that, Andel. I thought pantyhose, and I was like, I could go to the Dollar Tree and just get $1 pack of pantyhose and cut them up and use them. But I had a bunch of those little, it's your forever, okay. I have a bunch of those sponge thingies from when I used to coupon. I think I got for like 10 cents a piece. And I had like a whole bag of them in my basement, which is where my stockpile is. Maybe one day I'll record what's still in my stockpile because I haven't couponed in a long time. Bro, you gotta get some chickens. I don't know. Are you up to like doing? I mean, well, yes, because right now, so I know you have egg layers, but are you going to be doing meat chickens when you get your next property? See, bro, that's my problem. But I think my husband might be okay with that. First time I said chicken, he was like, "What?" I was like, because I said it like in a funny way. I was like, "Yeah, I just had to leave some room for the chicken coop." He was like, "What?" Then when I talked about it again, he was like, "It's room out there," and I said, "Well, our yard is not that big, um, and build it though. It's not that high if you build. It probably is too, but I didn't want to take up my whole yard for gardening stuff. They ain't. You wasn't on here when I said what that noise is. My neighbors across the street is getting a entire new roof. It's a ranch style house. It's got a huge roof. They done tore the whole thing down, and that's probably them stapling the new shingles. Cause when I came outside, they was tearing it down, and I was hearing stuff falling and stuff. That's the neighbors across the street. I don't live in that kind of neighborhood, so I mean, bro. Well, I ain't gonna say that because we might hear gunshots every now and again. It don't be like near us though, really. It'd be kind of further away. I ain't in that neighborhood. I feel as safe as I can to be sitting outside at my house. You know, you never can feel too safe because even in the best neighborhoods, these folks be crazy. But no. Um. Oh, I tried to get my coworker to do that. So the IT. Listen, me and my husband grew up in. My husband really grew up in the hood, but we both grew up in the hood. I get you. Um. Yep, he tried to get broken trouble. I tried to get my coworker to do that though. Our IT guy used to have chickens, and he has a $1,700 coop. He has no more chickens because they just got he had them for years, but most of them end up eventually getting coming up missing, but pretty much getting eaten by the coyotes or whatever is behind his house because he has a lot of woods behind his house. But I was like, you just got the coop sitting there. If I buy the chickens and I buy the feed for them, can I bring my chickens to your house and you just let them live in your coop? And his wife used to be my boss when before she retired. I took her job when she retired, and she was like, no. And I knew she was gonna say it because he ain't gonna take care of them chickens. She was taking care of the first set, so I was like, dang, you got a whole coop over there. So I guess I could probably buy his coop, but I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna do that either. I don't think. But yes. Hi, Sarah. But yes. Um, is Lydia still in here? I haven't seen her come up in the chat in a minute. Um, okay, Sarah. Well, I can see freedom in that. Um, but yes, I definitely want to get some chickens. And I know several people in here are looking at, hi, Cheryl, are looking at bigger property. I would love to get bigger property. I don't think my husband is interested, but I would love to now because I want to do more things. I want to have some chickens. I want to have both meat chickens and egg layers. I want to do both. Now I don't know if I want to do anything else other than that. Like what am I thinking of? Cows, um, goats, or anything like that. But I definitely want chickens. Uh, but hi Tammy. Um, but yes, my family who wants to move to the country. My brother-in-law wants to. My husband just don't. Every time I'm looking at some property, he's like, "You acting like Bo," which is his oldest brother. Um, he wants to. He ever since I've known them, his brother has talked about me living in the country, having a big piece of land, and having all the family like live out that way and stuff. I would enjoy that, but my husband not so much. That ain't his idea of a good time. 1 cow, 1 pig, 2 sheep, 2 Look at you. You about to we gonna see it too when you get this land. I know we gonna see it. You're gonna be having them bees and everything going on over there. I'm be having you ship me some honey. Like, what's up with the honey? I need some honey. But yes. I don't know if I could do all the animals. We have an acre and we are happy. I've seen your land, Ann, and you have a it looks like a very nice piece of like amount of land. I don't have that much. And but Broke got a big piece of land. So I don't know. I didn't think that wasn't on my radar before. Um oh Lord Jesus. Um let's get a burn down so you can get broke. Listen, listen. So, and I'm not moving quick enough. Actually, I'm gonna have to make sure I have some moderators on here because um, they getting them. Yeah. Oh Lord. And I don't even be going live. I was telling Lydia that I'm like, I don't be going live because I really don't be doing much. Literally, most of the time on the weekend, me and my family just be kind of laid back chilling. We're kind of homebodies. We get out and do stuff every blue moon, but we don't really, we're just kind of homebodies. And I'm usually in my garden because that's my happy place. And my husband out here sitting in the shade with his shades on, staring at me. I can't tell if he's staring at me because he got shades on. Listen, Zoe's garden is a mini mart. And when he has huge harvest. I want to harvest. And I know the next person who's about to start showing out is Broke. There you go, Lydia. Is Broke because his stuff got to be getting close to having some big harvest. Them tomatoes, them peppers. I know it's coming. I can't wait till I do. But yes. And is anybody what is everybody growing? Is somebody growing anything that's not one of the normal I'm growing this items like tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers? Anybody growing anything out of the ordinary? I don't follow. I'm about to follow you on. I don't follow you on Instagram. I'm about to follow you now. My name is not Gina versus Gina on Instagram. It's my season to win. So when you see my season number 2 win, that's me. But my picture is on my thing as well. So I'm gonna follow you on Instagram because I do be on Instagram a lot. Horseradish. You like horseradish? I've never had it freshly grown. I've only had it at Arby's. I've never had it anywhere else. So it doesn't it when it grows. Is it like? Does it look like ginger? Am I thinking of the right thing? But I've never had that. Anybody else growing anything different, odd, out of the ordinary? For me, technically no, but for me, out of the ordinary, dragon egg. Have you shown that, Broke, on your videos? Dragon egg cucumbers? You need to save some seeds and share. I love spicy stuff, which is the reason I'm growing hot peppers. I have scotch bonnets, jalapeno, chili, habanero. I like hot stuff. And I'm gonna have some peach peppers at some point. I'm gonna check. I must follow you on there. I didn't even know you on there. I would grow a horseradish if I had it. Yeah. And did you grow it from seed, Hudson? It's medicinal. You be about that too. You need to show us more of those things and what the benefits are. Because I be growing stuff just because I usually grow what I like to eat. But the only stuff that I have in there that I will say that to me is out of the norm is the patty pan, which is not an odd item to grow. It's just odd for me because I don't this was my first year growing squash at all, which was the zucchini, and now I'm growing the patty pans. Which the only reason I'm growing that is because I want them. Ah, did you like just cut it and get it to root? Like, um, oh, I am growing something. I do have something new in the garden I haven't shared yet. I am growing pineapples. Seeing that last comment, Hudson, made me think about it. I bought a pineapple a couple months ago, and I had seen on them peach rush is what I want. Have you ever ate those, bro? Are they actually good? Because I'm so interested in making and growing those. Um, hold on. Sweet potato squash. What's that? I'm gonna have to Google that. Horseradish in a bucket. Okay. Um, but I am growing pineapples. I bought a pineapple a couple months ago, and I saw on Beauty in the Garden. Actually, the first person I saw talking about it, of course, was ooh, I want to grow that. Why? Why are you not growing anymore? You don't do super high, do you? Was Black's Tropical. And then I saw Beauty in the Garden talk about it as well. And I was like, and then I saw that Led talked about it like 5 years ago. Showed how to grow it. I saw a video when I was researching. So anyway, I potted it up. I think like Monday or so of this week. And yeah, so we'll see what happens. I think Black Sherry from Black's Tropical said that they had pineapple her first year within a couple months. So we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna get hot enough here. Like I said, we still haven't gotten very, very hot in Ohio. So hopefully it does, but we'll see if it does and if I could grow some pineapple. Because guess what? Y'all already heard how I'm going to act when I get my watermelon and my cantaloupe. So you can only imagine what it's going to be like. I thought he didn't do the super hot stuff. Um, what it's going to be like if I grow a watermelon. I'm just telling y'all. I might up my editing game for a watermelon video. I mean, not watermelon, pineapple. I might up my editing. I might actually do some quality video output if I grow a dang on pineapple. I'm just saying. I might show out. That might really happen. I'm gonna show out for the other ones too, but for the pineapple, first of all, I would have never even assumed that I can grow pineapple in Ohio. And if I do, I don't even care if it's a baby pineapple. It's gonna be a whole thing. I'm just telling y'all that now. It's gonna be a whole thing. But I am gonna do a video soon on my corn because I have questions. It's gonna be a question video because I want to make sure that I didn't need to do something because I want to make sure I get husk or is that or the cobs, not husk, the cobs. Um, and right now I'm just seeing a bunch of foliage, a bunch of leaves, long leaves. I don't know if that's normal, and I need to go back into my journal to see when I put them in. They were transplants, and I have a video from when I um, did that. I don't know if my video came out actually when I transplanted it, but I wrote down the date in my journal, so I have to see when that was and see because I think I'm almost sure it's only supposed to take like 90, 100 days for the corn. We'll see. Anyway, and it feels like I've had them in there for a couple months. So if anybody can help with that, I would love to do corn every year. I love corn. I absolutely love corn. Seriously. Um, so I would love to do that every year if I can get it to grow. But if not, I'm not gonna bother with it. Next year, I'm already I'm planning ahead even for next year of what is gonna get grown and not grown, um, and how I'm gonna where I'm gonna be putting things because this year I feel like I didn't maximize my space as well as I could have. I thought I was on paper when I was planning it, but I still have um, space where something could be growing. So nice. I have some Kentucky pole beans in a grow box over on the side of the house, and they've sprouted, and I hope they just latch on to. Um, Actually, let me see if I can take you out over there. I hope they, because that shouldn't take me out of my out of the Wi-Fi because it's on the side of the house. Um, I'm hoping they just latch on because I've never done pole beans. I've only done bush. Um, Onto the, and I'm gonna let y'all see what's happening across the street so y'all can see that they ain't shooting. See, they getting a new roof. The people across the street. So none of them are really looking like they're doing anything yet. They're just popping up. So do they get tendrils? They're the Kentucky Wonder pole beans. I had 2 plants come up in almost every one of them. I put 2 seeds down, and I think I'm gonna leave them since they're trellising up. What's in front of them is sweet potato, and that's sweet potato. I only had 1 come up there, and none. Actually, it came up. It died. It died. So none on that one. But will they have tendrils? And then eventually, so guys, let me turn it around. Eventually latch on to this, what's the name? Trellis that I have in there. Because I just assumed that's what was going to happen. Mine are all peaches and cream. Woo! Ooh, something just stuck my foot. Oh, it's a thorn from my these hedges have little thorns on them. It's some kind of Japanese something hedge. It was already there. I didn't grow it. Uh oh, somebody said hey. Hey, hon and sewing. Liz. But will they do that on their own? Attach. I know a lot of y'all do pole beans. Do they attach to whatever you're trellising them up themselves, or do you have to weave them through? Because I don't know, and I want to make sure that I get them to trellis up that trellis I have here. I don't want them to just sit there and kind of limp over. Yours do. Okay. I didn't know what they do. You have to lead yours. Okay. I'm gonna watch and see what happens because I was trying to maximize the space in that dang on box. I didn't because I was like, oh, I could do some beans and trellis them so they're not in the box. And then in front of that, I have the sweet potatoes, which I'm praying don't end up being an issue with all the vining because I still need my grass to get cut, so I don't want the vines to get in the way. And then I have regular fingerling potatoes in front of that underneath. So I might have a lot going on, but sweet potatoes and regular potatoes can grow together because they're not in the same family. The sweet potatoes in the flower family, I think. So I think that it doesn't cause any issues with them growing. I think. I hope. We're gonna fingers cross it. How about that? But yeah, so I'll just keep an eye on it. If I have to weave it through, then I will. I was hoping that they had tendrils like some of the other things do, where they kind of make their way up, like my cucumbers and uh, I don't know why I thought my zucchini was gonna tendril. Zucchini bushes. Why did y'all tell me that? I done put a whole little trellis thing up there for my zucchini to tendril up it, and I'm like, these things is just bushy, no tendrils, and they have huge leaves, and I've only had 2 zucchinis. I've had 4, but 2 make it. 2 did not pollinate. But yes, y'all should have told me. That's another thing. I'm probably not gonna. I don't know how many feet of soil. That's my husband, and he gonna get me all messed up with the tubers. He got the music going. I'm actually about to go inside and go in my office, um, so that I can, because he gonna get me all messed up. Marty not monetized yet. Trying to get monetized. He gonna have me all messed up where I'm not gonna get monetized. So anyway, what was I about to say? I forgot now. I know I was talking about. Now y'all get to see all the mess that's in my office. I stockpiling here as well, and like all my dehydrator and cooking stuff. Anyway, this is all y'all usually see when I'm on the game, because it's all kind of busyness happening over there on my shelves. Stuff that I buy, and I have shelves. This is usually my short-term stuff that I'm going to grab from on a daily or often. And in my basement, I have shelves in my laundry room. All the way. My laundry room is bigger than my office. And I have shelves all in there that hold my stockpile. And like I said, one day I am going to probably do a video. There is an old video on YouTube of when I first started couponing, and I was so proud of the things that I had, and I did a video of the stockpile I had. At that time, I used to have like hundreds, or maybe 100. I might be exaggerating a little bit. It might have just been 100 boxes of like Ziplocs, freezer, and storage bags that I had got for like 10 cents a piece. I was so proud of that moment. So I have pictures of that and showing the laundry soap and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, now it became such a thing that, I mean, you still get excited when you coupon, because you can go to a store and buy. I've gone to Walmart before, and my stuff come to $100, and after my coupons, I paid $5 and something. And that was only because I forgot to give them another $5 coupon, which I didn't realize until I got home. And I was like, dang, that was free. I didn't even have to pay $5. But yeah. So thank you, Liz, for lying to me about how beautiful my office is. There's a lot happening in here. I homeschool in here. My youngest daughter is on Spectrum, so I homeschool her. That's not why I homeschool her, but it's because of the resources in my city that I homeschool her, for now anyway. I've been homeschooling her since first grade. So I have school stuff over here. That's like a lot of my more office-y stuff is over here. At one time, you were able to even see books stacked up on my printer. That's why they're not there yet now. And that picture is, that's some of her art, different stuff like that. Really? Thank you, Broke. You just really ain't gonna eat those. Your wife don't do spicy either? She gonna be looking for those spicy peppers. But I'll take them. I ain't saying don't send me any. But yes, there is a lot happening in this space. School stuff. Y'all saw me crocheting. If y'all did, y'all might not have. On the Humble Stewards um, YouTube channel with Best Yet and Tia from TT's Urban Pantry. I think it is her channel name. And I have that stuff here. I call myself a jack of all trades because I will try a little, almost anything. Um, that's kind of just enjoyable. Like me and my daughter do these little silly art things. Like this thing was from a paint and sip. This picture I did with some girlfriends on my birthday. But I buy canvases like this for me and my daughter to do. Um, I do a lot of sensory type stuff with her if I can. She gets out in the garden sometimes and things like that. So yeah. Um, yes. So I have all kinds of you'd be surprised at what I might be doing. I might be doing over here. I'll try. I mean, these type of things are relaxing to me. My garden is relaxing. My crocheting is relaxing. I don't do this stuff all the time, but I get into a lot of different things. That's how I do. I have a lot. I like crafty stuff. I think it's in my gene pool. I should turn my light on first of all because it's kind of dark in here. My I have a ring light. I don't know if I'm even deal with it. Anyway, my mother's side of the family, everybody on there got all the genes that I didn't, that I would like to have gotten. Like most of them can sing, and I mean sang, and I cannot hold a note, and I ain't gonna test this for y'all to see that I can't. But I can't. And I be so jealous. Like, don't, when I say sing, and so every time we come together for family gatherings, there's always going to be some kind of songs that break out, whether they be Christian or gospel or whatever. There's always going to be singing. Now, am I going to sing with the family? Yes, it's like being a choir in high school. You sing and you're kind of in the backdrop. Nobody even hears that you're singing. They don't know you're singing. They just assume that you sound like the people that's singing good. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Let's see if I can make this a little more light in here because it's dark in here. All right, I turn my flashlight on my phone. And I don't feel like trying to plug up this ring light. Anyway, guys, I've been on here for a long time. And y'all just been on here listening to me. I'm going to friend you though on Instagram, bro. That way I think it'd be easier for us to I can just DM you. In regards to the seeds. They say put some milk and water. Really? What are we talking about? What do y'all do for blossom and oh, thank you for that, Lydia. I didn't know that. I had blossom emerald last year on my tomatoes. Not all of them. It was actually towards the end when my plants were beginning to die. So I just assumed that was why. Bye, Growing with Hudson. You probably already left. I'm sorry. I didn't see it till just now. But thank you for popping in. Okay. I'm going to message you, Broke. I missed a lot of stuff. I'm going to send it on IG, though. Because I don't know how to maneuver through these. Because YouTube used to have like a message thing where I think you could, I know you could send messages back and forth between your followers, like people you were following. I haven't been able to find how to do that and not do it within your comments. There used to be a way you can have conversations. Am I just not finding it? Or do they not have it anymore for any of you more YouTube savvy folks? Because I know back in the day I was able to do that. I've been on YouTube for way too long. But I've never been consistent on YouTube up until my last go round. What happens? What was I talking about? I said a lot of stuff. But yeah, I this go around, I promised myself I'm gonna stay consistent. The last time I was doing it, I stayed consistent until, you know, the vid came. So, mm, that's what's up. I knew I couldn't find it, and I'm like, that used to be a thing, which is convenient. Like, anyway, they already don't put our videos out there like that. I be like, how are these? I mean, some of these channels are really good, but they blowing up like 100 times more than some of the people that I also watch, who I feel like should have those same type of numbers. There is nobody in this live right now that I do not feel like should not have the 50 to 100K at followings, and have a lot of those, like anywhere from 500 to 1,000 of them in the live. I don't understand it. Like, I be looking at the like for instance, I don't even know if she's still in here. Urban Gardening Chronicles. Love her channel. She goes live every Saturday morning, and sometimes she's talking about random stuff. Sometimes we're talking about the garden. Sometimes she's sharing a tour of her garden or what's going in her garden. She's in Canada. She's in Toronto, Canada, I think. I might be lying about the Toronto part, but I'm pretty sure it is. And she be having stuff going on over there. Like, the wildlife is crazy where she's at. She always is having some video of some type of wildlife invading her yard. But she puts out good videos. She has like, I don't even know if she's at 300 yet. And I'm like, how, Sway? How? I don't like it. And she's growing some interesting things that most people may not be growing, that they might enjoy to grow. Because I want to say sis is Jamaican. She is funny. She is. And I think she's Jamaican. I know she's an island girl for sure. But I want to say she's Jamaican. I've been getting tips from her about my Scotch bonnets, because she also grows Scotch bonnets. Her parents have a huge garden. They grow gardens between the family, and then they split the whatever everybody grows amongst each other. Her siblings, her parents, and all that. But yeah, she's growing sorrel, Jamaican sorrel over there. She's got some things over there that you might not even think about growing, that you might find interesting. Now that part is true, because I see the same people in these lives in these YouTube streets. I'd be like, it feels like family. It really does. Like, we go from one live and then somebody else's live, and we in there, and I see the same people, and I'm like, hey, to everybody, I'm seeing the same folks, and I like that, because we gonna grow. We gonna still grow. They can't stop us from growing. They just it's just like our gardens. They just having us grow a little slower. Oh, y'all talking about the Blossom and Ride. Than these other channels do. But I've seen some of these channels that start and they get up into them digits so fast, and I'm like, they're just not. They're like, when people are doing searches, I've done searches for people specifically by their YouTube name, and still other channels come up before I see them. How is that? If I go and search Best Yet Journey, I should just see her first and not some other people and then her. I don't like it. I don't like it, YouTube, if y'all listening. I don't like it. I know y'all don't care, but I still don't like it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here. Like I said, I am going to do a corn video because I do have questions about that. But it could just be that I need to... I give it 5'11". I do that with all of my plants. So I don't know if that's enough. See what I'm saying, bro? That's BS. Instead of a video you made, your content coming up, and somebody being able to click on that and be like, oh yeah, I want to watch this guy. Honestly, we already know you're gonna blow up. It's been spoken out into the earth by many of people on YouTube. It's just, and you just being you. That's what make your channel so great. I be telling people that, like, Broke just be being his own country self, and I love every bit of it. That's what make your channel so good, is that you're just being you. You ain't being nobody else. You ain't got time for that. You just being you. You like, look, I'm not a pro out here. I ain't gonna tell you how to do nothing. I'm just gonna tell you how I did it, and you can do it if you want to, or you can do it your way. Either way, I'm just sharing, and I love it. And another one is Zoe. I'm waiting to see that one blow up too. I'm waiting to see that one blow up too, because Zoe be over there building stuff. He like, you know what? I'm sick of watering these plants 3 times a day. I'm about to do this irrigation system. My lazy behind ain't about to do that. I was watching you have to put that stuff together. I'm like, bull. And I know it backfired a little bit on you, but that happens. That's just a lesson learned on what things probably can will be okay always being under that with that irrigation system, and those things that don't. But yes, I'm waiting to see a lot of these channels blow up, because they be trying to stun us, but they can't. They can't. And I miss your lives, bro. I miss your Sunday lives. I know there's a lot of stuff happening now on Sundays. It's they kind of trying to fill in that slot because you ain't been using it. But I miss them lives, like where I know you at the end. I started noticing you were trying to have like stuff to talk about and stuff. But even when you didn't, it was a fun live. Like, conversation just happened. So I do miss that. And I know the next time you'll be back tomorrow. Great, I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna be in there. Yes. I miss that on Sundays, but you know, people, I think a lot of people have been missing it too. Like, those lives used to be fun. Actually, you might have been the first one out of all the people on the YouTube that I'm following in the garden community that I was watching live. I'm absolutely sure, because I can't think of anybody else that I was at that time. And I probably wasn't catching it every time you went live, but for the most part, I tried to. And I miss them. I noticed for a while they had. I don't think I've seen a live since before y'all meet up in Savannah. So yeah, I mean, you ain't gotta do it every week. I know we got lives. People got stuff to do. But I do miss it. It was fun. That was fun. And I think that's how so many people find you. And we get it. And every time I'm in any of you guys' lives, I share it out. I try to remember to share it out. Sometimes I forget because I be trying to watch what y'all talking about it because I'm catching on the replay. Or I'm part of, like last night, it took me a minute to share out Lydia's Got Game because I was on my phone and having all those problems. Once I got off my phone, it was on my iPad. I was able to share it out. But I always try to make sure I share it out, even if it only brings 2 or 3 more people in. Or if somebody catch it on the replay and they're like, oh, I'm a subscribe to this channel. I think that's how people are going to find us more so, is we got to share each other out rather than waiting for YouTube to make us part of the algorithm. Because, listen, you do. I miss it. I'm going to be there tomorrow for sure. I don't have much going on. I got to go finish getting my hair done, of course. But I was listening to Urban this morning while I was getting my hair done. I was like, I still got to pop into the lives. Yes. And I'm waiting for your page to blow up too, Endell. Your page is so, you always have such inspiring messages. Like, I have to be careful being into your lives because I be feeling like you be talking to me sometimes. You know how have you ever been in church and you feel like the pastor, the message, the sermon for that Sunday is directly about you? You like, how he know who told him what? You looking sideways at people like, who done told Bishop For me, it's bishop because I had my church is a bishop, has a bishop. But who told him what was going on in my life? I feel like that sometimes on your Tuesday, because I feel like you be talking to me. Like, okay. Seriously though, I'm being serious. I get emotional sometimes. Like, woo, I'm at work. I'm at work. I can't be. They gonna walk in my office and think something wrong with me, and I'm just having a moment because I feel like the message was for me, and they don't find us. Most searched is that, and they don't find us. I hashtag some of that stuff in my videos. I'm serious, and I'm waiting for all. I'm serious, all of y'all. I told Lydia that game night. That'd be so fun. That'd be so fun. I get such a good laugh on my like from a week's stress of work. Uh-oh. Am I buffering? I don't know. Am I buffering, guys? I'm on my let me turn this stupid light off. I'm dark in here now. But I'm on my iPad, but maybe I don't know. Oh, okay, it's Lydia. I was like, am I buffering? But yeah, whose channel is that? Yours? I don't know. And I that's why I should have did this on StreamYard. So, because anybody that's in here, I think we're already following each other, and we already know how great each other's channels are. So hopefully everybody in here is following each other already, because everybody who's putting out content is putting out good content, and it's not, it just may be something different of what you need. Everything isn't gardening all the time from everybody's content. Are you following Zoe Endale? He's great. You should be following him. He's great. And one thing about Zoe, he ain't gonna give you no long videos. He be having his nerve to caption his video, just running my mouth or something like that, and it still only be like a 5-minute video. He do not be making extremely long videos. I'm probably more I'm trying to get better at that, of being more condensed and when I'm making my videos, so I don't get so long-winded. But I'm like a squirrel. Like things be coming in my mind as I'm talking, and then I'd be like, oh, but I didn't mention this, and I want to mention it, and I need to just save it for another one. So I think you'll like his content. His garden is nice. It's so organized. It's so organized. I will be there Monday. I will be there. That's the 4th. I ain't doing nothing. I'm be prepping for this trip. I'll be there for. Do you have a guest already? I'm not inviting myself. I'm asking to see who's gonna be on there. Yes, though, because there's some good ones in here. You should be following all of mine. It ain't nobody out. You got TT with the Listen, TT with the canning. I just thought about something else though while I was about to say that. She be canning, teaching you how to can stuff. But I was running her and Andale on my laptop for, helping out with the watch hours, trying to do my part in the community. And I came across a video, I think you did it a year ago, Tia, of making cake in your bread maker. I said, I ain't never thought about doing that. I might make more cakes if I did it that way. So there it is. You made lemon pound cake. She made lemon pound cake, y'all, in her bread maker. The bread maker do all the work. All you do is throw everything in there. It mixes everything and then bakes it. It don't get no easier than that. That's Sunday dessert. Take some berries from your garden, cut them up, put them on top of your pound cake with some whipped cream. I just helped you out. I'm just saying. Hoeing and sowing her garden over there. She's in Florida with the, if y'all not following her already, with the velociraptors. And y'all got to go over there to see what they are. That I love it every time she see one. I be like, listen, you be calmer than I ever could be with them things, but I know you live there, so it's probably no big deal to you. But yes, y'all, everybody, and Andell, she's over there with the homestead, the what is it? The land of plenty, and in every way, plenty of inspiration, plenty of nourishment. Yes, and she be supporting everybody. I'm every live I'm in, I see you, most of you guys in there. So yes, and y'all know what Best Yet's doing. She's got the Whoop Whoop show on Mondays. She got Lydia's Got Game on Friday. Y'all need to tap into Lydia's Got Game and come and play. Come up and play. Come and have fun. It's just pure fun. Like everybody just be in there. They claim that me and Broke be cutting the food, but we just be ourselves. So that just means we fools. I think Broke got me beat though, because when he came out with that crown, I was done. But yes, everybody do show up, and I appreciate that. And you got Belt Loop. Y'all check his channel out. He's got I'm sure pretty much like a homestead. I don't think it's a farm, Belt Loop, but he got a lot of stuff going over there, and he be teaching. He be teaching, especially for somebody who's newer. Even if you're not newer, because you might be working with something that you're not used to. But and I see him in a lot of these lives I be in as well. He be on the support as well. And there's another one. She's probably she may be at work or something, but Triple Threat, firearms, something in firearms or firearms and something. Follow her, ladies. It's not just ladies, but especially for the ladies. She just did a video recently showing the best handguns for a woman. And she tells you, she has them all laid out. She tells you what's good about each one of them, why she thinks it's a good one. I know that a lot of us ladies don't really care for dealing with that part of life, but you don't have to have one, but I think it is important that we know how to protect ourselves if we need to. Like if it's, say for instance, our husbands aren't there and we got to hold down the house for some intruder or something so that we're not hurt. I think we all should be familiar enough with how to make that happen. Because, listen, you just got to be careful in this world. So, I like that about her channel. And she has a garden. She has a garden as well. So, yes. But yes, everybody in here has something to offer to the community. And I like the fact that everybody is just themselves. That's the best part. Is that everybody is just who they are. You can tell nobody's trying to be nothing but who they are. They're giving you who they are. So, yes, guys. Anyway, I appreciate all of y'all for sticking in here with me for all this time. I done took up a lot of y'all afternoon. So apparently, y'all doing this better much as I'm doing today. Chilling. So yeah, I'm just about to probably get myself settled down to get ready for TT. TT's doing a live tonight. She is canning. I already know I'm probably gonna see Endell and Lydia in there. But if y'all interested in learning some stuff about the I'm trying to be there next year, bro. For real. I don't know for sure, but if I'm gonna be able to, and I have family in Georgia. I have family in Smyrna and Atlanta. So at least I think she's still in Smyrna. And I have I don't know if she's still there either. Decatur. I had a cousin there too. So these are all on my husband's side. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to be there because I definitely felt left out And it wasn't because I was being left out. I didn't know about it until later. And actually, I was in North Carolina right before the expo. I was in North Carolina for a business trip, then for a different business trip. But yes, and I wish I knew where Pooh Bear was, because with being that I'm gonna be in California, I would reach out. I'm gonna reach out and see where she is. Maybe Pooh Bear will come by and see me at the hotel or something, and I get to take a picture with her and say, "Hey," because she be out. Like when she be doing her lives in the streets, she be out. So she might pull up on me. I'm gonna reach out to her. Cause I don't know what part of California she's in. I'm gonna be in San Francisco, so that might be nowhere near where she's at. Cause California is big. So yeah, but that is definitely in the plan. I want to meet all y'all. When I was seeing the videos from y'all trip to Savannah, I just was like, I would have had so much fun. Y'all just looked like y'all was having a good time. So it's in my plan to try to make it to the next one for sure. And I like the fact that it's being planned early enough for me to know. But I think that the last time I heard, Sherry was trying to have it earlier than last year, and April is not a good month for me because typically every year I work in bankruptcy, and every year we have a conference in a different state. It's a different state every year, unless it ends up being in Georgia next year, um, in April. And then I have another conference every year in July, which I'm about to have. And so yeah. And I want to say she said April, so we'll see. I'm going to try. But anyway, guys, TT's Urban Pantry is going live tonight. I think she's canning some peppers. I don't remember. Lydia, what's she canning? It said in her she has a what's the name out there for a notification for her upcoming live. But if you want to learn about that canning, come through and watch, because she do be showing, and she show you step by step cayenne pepper sauce. But well, I can tell you Broke's not going to be there because he don't like the hot stuff. But come by and check it out. It looks like Pooh Bear is a long. I figured California is big, so I have found that just on things that we were trying to see if we would have time to do some fun stuff, because we get like a few hours of downtime. A couple of the evenings we're there, and we're just too far from everything. So everything we do is just gonna probably be like going out to eat or something. Thank you, Lydia, for putting everybody in their links in the chat. You are the best. And but yes, if you ain't doing anything, come by and see TT can up this pepper sauce, because I'm gonna be there for sure. I have water bath canned. I did tomato sauce last year. I've done salsa. And I think that's it. I've done refrigerated pickles, but I haven't canned them. And I am going to can them this year. But I do have a pressure canner now. And I plan on doing green beans, potatoes, both sweet and regular, possibly. And I want to learn. I want to learn everything I need to know, because I don't want to can something that's going to be detriment to us later because I didn't do it right. So I'll be watching all the canning content and all the gardening content. I'll be watching everything. That's why I said I'm a jack of all trades. A lot of things spark my interest, because if I'm doing something, I want to do it the best I can. It doesn't have to be the best. I just want to do it the best I can. I want to make my best effort. So yes. And I got me a bunch of collard seeds, because my collards went to seed from last year, my last year's collards. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Hope to see you later at TT's. And yeah, thank you for sticking in here with me and coming in and chat. Alrighty, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.